Hi, this is Mauvu and Xyroah doing your feedback. If you have any questions, just ping us in your thread. Okay, so this is Southern
Desert temple.
Overworlds Temple, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yep.
here already I'm looking for the gravel in this river, right? Because this is behind you are the closest streets to this temple. So there were
For
like,
deserts, it's yeah.
yeah, like you see this gravel patch and that one. I think the shallower one's much better, right? Yeah,
If yeah. So just like a general thing for desert temples, and I don't know if you do this, but it's always smart to like make a beeline, like look around, obviously look around for trees and stuff, but you want a beeline for a place where trees and your gravel are more easily accessible. Just because having flint and steel opens up a lot of like stuff that you can like finish quickly. Oh, we have gravel here.
yeah,
That's
that's
nice.
that's even better. Oh,
And I
okay.
think we got flint.
Did we? Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
But I don't know if it checked for it.
Um. Yeah. One thing when pillaring up, you offhand the blocks you're pillaring up with, and you can like hotkey to the different, like the saddle and the gunpowder that you'd want to throw out while you're
And
pillaring up.
yep.
Um.
This also frees up an extra slot for stuff.
And then before leaving the temple, because the way the filter works, the lava pool is, I think it's within 8 chunks of the temple, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you don't want to look around for the lava pool, like over by these trees, you want to look for it by the temple because you know it's within a certain range. If you're over here looking for the lava pool and it was the other side of the temple, you'd never be able to see it from there. Then you just
It's
have to
also just
guess.
smart to use the temple as a vantage point to look around your
Yeah,
seed more instead of just like going straight for some place.
okay. There's a flint. That's good.
Yeah. Um, so no. You want to try and elevate for desert trees. You can elevate these TNTs up like 2 or 3 blocks and potentially get 8 to 11 logs from one tree. Elevating one is just gonna give you like tons of dirt, which you're gonna if you're blowing up 2 TNTs, that's just bad.
Yeah,
And
like
you
the
kind of
best
just don't need
way.
to do this.
Yeah, so like 2 blocks up, and then I mean, if you know chess, the knight move away from the center of the tree, so like two across and then one to either side, uh, and then elevate it twice, and then put the TNT on top of that. That's the optimal way to blow up a savannah tree. Specifically for this tree, because like the side branch sticks out over this way, you'd want the tree to be over on this side to get the absolute most logs. Yeah. Um, Also, yeah, going for these trees, like, just not necessary. Like, sure, the pigs are over here, but like, it doesn't mean you have to come over here to blow up your TNT. You have 41 wooden flesh, like, that could just be enough. Um, 2 apples as well.
I don't hate yeah, I don't know. Um, But I definitely you don't need to blow up 2 trees. Like a big no-no. Um, both early craft is good. I definitely would take food. I'd still take food, but I wouldn't take too much of it. We should be fine. Or um,
I don't know where we're going now.
yeah, this is the point where looking around would help a bunch,
Well,
just
yeah,
because
we
you
also
know where
saw
you're going.
we saw
Wait,
this
did
lava
we?
pool. Yeah, yeah. There's
Uh,
a lava pool there.
oh, oh, whoa. Yeah, this is like it's really important to be in F5 and just keep looking around a bunch to gather info about your seed. Okay, we found something. You wouldn't have to go here if you looked like if you noticed the lava pool over there.
And say that lava pool wasn't there. Had we looked around on top of the temple, we probably would have seen this very quickly.
Yeah, the portal is fine. Nothing to say much. Not much to say about that.
Yeah.
Which one
Okay.
is this? Is this?
Ruin,
Oh,
ruin
rune portal.
portal.
Seed change. You know what? Sometimes it's just painful to play one of these, so I respect that. Um, Interesting play to just not clear your inventory by wearing the
Yeah.
armor immediately.
Like, yeah, put on the armor, throw out the chest. Probably not throw out the clock because it can be thrown to
Yeah, I don't.
distract.
Yep,
But yeah. Um, you want to make a boat and mine the crafting table. Like,
always make a boat, yeah. What are we doing here?
um, you want to get to the animals as soon as possible because the longer you leave them, the more likely they are to like spread away from each other, and then going between them to kill them is going to take longer because they've spread out further. Um, Not gonna lie, two chickens is just not gonna be enough ever, so I just ignore them. Like, um,
Chicken is always like the last resort cooked food that you want to go with. You always want to prioritize your pigs and cows
yeah,
and
like you could see
sheep.
two pigs there, and then yeah,
Yeah,
chicken, cooked chicken is like not good, and then they only ever drop one as well, so it's just
you want to
even
get cooked
worse.
chicken like while you're coming back to your rune portal. That's kind of fine. But other than that, don't, yeah, don't prioritize chicken over everything else. Uh,
Yeah,
um,
yeah.
mm,
Realistically, you should have made a boat, picked up your crafting table, and then tried to find these pigs and gone to
yeah.
them straight away. It's probably most of the time loss of this
Another,
overworld.
yeah, if you had a bucket, you could have done the strat where you pick up a fish and cook it, but you don't.
Yeah,
But now you're gonna have to go back and get your crafting table and make a boat. I assume we make a boat. You could have just avoided that entire thing. You just did it before.
there was a lot to improve on in that overworld specifically. Okay, another temple. Um, because this is like a big hill here, I'd have quickly like done like a 1 second
F5.
look over here. Yeah, in
Yeah.
F5 to just see if there was a lava pool or river there. One water
Being in
source.
third person perspective is extremely overpowered if you know how to use the info that you gather, which you do all the time in your seat. So I always like to just ASAP just try to get like a good vantage point and look around at the seed more.
One thing
Again,
I don't think I mentioned in the first temple overworld, but while you're waiting for the TNT, I like to open the crafting recipe book and click the check mark to mainly for the flint and steel craft, even if you don't do tap space. It's just faster to craft
yep.
the flint and steel with the recipe book.
Again, offhand, your solid block so you can throw stuff out while going up.
Yeah, and like
And
this, the
yeah,
same things already. Like definitely, especially in the seed because it's in a forest. Get up on the temple to look around.
we don't have flint here, so. This is unfortunate. That point about like always trying to find your flint so you know where it is, so you can get flint and steel easy is also important.
It's just a lake. Pink sheep. Okay, here's a river.
Wow.
That's fire.
Water?
Okay, that's good. That's pretty
Damn.
lucky.
Yeah.
Um, Instead of like sinking down them, you just fill them back in with dirt, and that 4 gravel is going to come back up, and then you can boat back to the animals. And on the way to the animals, instead of grinding this gravel here, you grind the gravel as you're sprinting on the ground. Like this is far from the most efficient way to grind gravel. Okay, and now we're, I mean, notch is quite a lot of healing. So this is, but like
I'd
this
like
is
to get an
fine.
extra, like one piece of cooked food even with notch,
Yeah.
but I
Well, we
don't
have a
hate
gapple
not
as well,
getting
but
it. Oh, okay. Yeah, then it's like
yeah. I was just
fine.
saying, given on
But you,
how we forced food on the first one, I thought
yeah.
we would be play it similarly. I think
Your scanning is weird. Can you rewind back to when you started? When you're doing your initial scan, you should be doing 180 degrees from either side. Um, Instead of just like going from one side to the corner. That way you can like mentally triangulate it better. I know this is not like BT, but I think it's just generally smart to do that whenever you're trying to like do it for like RPs or BTs or like shipwrecks or whatever.
um, I think specifically on this shipwreck, it's faster to go grab the food chest and go down through the middle of the ship
Yep.
into the back chest area. It's going to be slightly faster to loot it instead of making this like
And then leave out from the side.
yeah, like on a half back shipwreck specifically, this would be fastest because you would stand about here and you can reach the chest from outside of it to grab the iron. But yeah, when you have to go like this, it's like it's just faster to not go through that hole at all because it's more out of the way.
So like just yeah, that's good. Um, Turning entry distance up to 500 while swimming back to the island is a neat thing you can do, as well as changing your pie.
So like I mean, this is more of like a habit you could build, but using the recipe book to make iron and bread is just going to be quite a bit faster and more consistent than drag crafting it.
Yep.
Because at this
As well
point,
as
yeah,
so,
at this point in the run, very few like junk crafts are going to show up because you haven't got like any resources. So like you're going to get when you click the check mark, all the like iron stuff that you can't craft is going to disappear, and it's just going to be like bread, iron ingot, and like very little else.
also try and make do with whatever your hotbar becomes when you craft. You can craft properly to make sure that your hotbar is in like a set manner. But even if you're not doing that, don't try and sort it after you've done crafting because you're gonna get more junk and you're gonna have to do it later anyways. And when you're boating for a ravine, it's just the best place to overlap that stuff.
Um, I don't really like the way we got the leaves here. Like this is fine, and then we go to this tree, and then to another tree, and then to this tree, and then to like a fifth tree. When we could just
Yeah.
we get like we grab this tree, and then we like get all the leaves off this one, and then pick them all up. Like by strafing around the center of the tree, like while mining it at the same time. Like, one, we're much closer to the crafting table, so we're not going to have to run all the way back. And two, we've picked up all the leaves by the time we've finished mining our wood. It's just like a lot cleaner and faster. Like, we're going to finish mining the wood here. We might, okay. Well, this is like a little bit excessive, like, for
Yeah.
wood. But yeah,
Mm,
we left, like, look at this. We get the rest of our wood, and then there's leaves over here we're not picking up.
You can grab nine logs is usually good enough, and
Yeah,
you can grab 10 and leave your crafting table behind.
I'd say going for that ravine was like, I mean, given the fact that it was next to your shipwreck, you know it's fake, but at face value, it's like it's fine to go for that ravine, I think.
Did we have any opportunity to look around while at the island?
We looked around like a little bit, but we didn't check this side of the island.
Yeah, again, just being an F5 and gathering info about your seed
Yeah.
is OP.
And then before we start mining the gravel here, we want to offhand the bucket so that the gravel we pick up will go straight into our hotbar, and we'll be able to because I'm assuming we do offhand bucket for portal. So like if we didn't get flint there, we'd have the gravel in our hotbar already to start grinding it in the portal.
Yeah. What?
Okay. I mean, if you're uncomfortable with the door placement, this isn't that bad.
Yeah, I'd recommend just practicing and learning it though. Feel like it's big enough of an time save to just do that instead of this, but okay. Again, yeah, you should just be scanning from both sides instead of
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
Uh,
Like these, like it's like three or four sequential like scans in the same way. You're not really getting any new information each time. But if you go like one from the right, one from the left, you would know like a better idea of where it is like much faster. Like as soon as you started doing scans from the left there, you got it in like really quickly.
Also, probably like shift clicking your food in uh, right as you're going to punch your trees or right after you've got your two logs is smart because it's easier hotbar management and you don't need that food till like bastion.
Yeah. So like yeah, on the way to the trees here or something like, or when you
Yeah,
open the inventory to craft them quickly, like hotkeying it out of your hotbar.
and you can use that time to also overlap your craftable items tick mark in your book
Yeah, and then
effectively.
yeah, this crafting is like is fine, but I this is why I normally do diamond sword first, is because like you want to go straight from your iron pickaxe to your bucket, but then the sticks are out of the crafting grids, then you have to put them back, and it's just annoying. So like if you can adjust to diamond sword first, it's a faster crafting split.
I like using the sticks to mine through the leaves. Lots of people just don't do that. But you're, what it's like, even if you're not, this is, you can probably make do with like 15 planks. You don't need to get so many. 15 logs? Sorry, not planks. Wait, why are we?
I mean it's fine, I think,
Uh,
because
this is
like
fine. Yeah, yeah.
3 wool for a bed, and then six card plus some extra mutton.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's nice. Yeah, if you had a 9 iron BT there, you'd definitely go for shares to get the sheep and leaves.
You are really missing out on just offhanding bucket early and getting one extra slot
Yeah.
where you could just put your gravel or flint, depending on if you use that, if you use, if you like have gravel mining at the portal frame. Um, Now you just have an empty slot that could have been used for flint.
I mean, technically, it doesn't really matter because when you craft flint and steel, you'll have an empty slot when this iron ingot gets used. But we should also be
Yeah,
crafting it while we're in a magma stream.
yeah, that's a good overlap that you should always try and force.
Alright, and we should use the. I think I might have said this already on some other ones, but we should use the recipe book to craft the flint and steel.
Yep. The magma stream is also a good place to overlap that.
And then specifically on this portal, if we have enough time, you want to break this magma block and this wood, so that if you had to home portal, you would already have a pre-mined way to get out of your portal faster.
Um, you can try and use RT render change to increase your render when you spawn in instead of doing it through the menu.
Yeah, like we only need to change the entity distance.
Yep. You can turn your repeat rate really high, and then it's just like a second of pressing F3F and you're good. But that's niche. You don't need it.
Oh,
Well, I
I mean,
mean, this is
I think that's fair because you lose shares because of that.
uh, I mean, I don't know. You can just like force extra logs. I feel like seed changing and then redoing it is like more of a time loss. But
Okay, well, we
you
don't.
don't,
Stonehoe is just not faster.
yeah, just don't ever try to force like any type of hoe. Um,
Yeah. The only hoe that's good is like a gold hoe out of a rune portal because it
Root
actually
portal,
mines the
yeah.
hay bales really fast, but stone hoe is just not even that fast. And then like now you don't have two sticks, which could be used for like a gold pickaxe, an iron axe, or an
Gold
iron
pickaxe.
sword, or yeah.
Mm.
Um, and yeah, you spend time mining that two extra stone. The crafting is like slightly slower, and like look at this, four hay bales. It's say like maybe a second max, and you already have five back
Also,
for free.
I don't like that we're forcing so many logs here, especially since we have shears.
Oh yeah, we haven't used the
Um,
shears.
like yeah, exactly. So I I respect like trying forcing the shears, but then you have to like
Oh
use them to
yeah, this pathing's really suboptimal. Like we should have left the blacksmith and gone straight for the golem.
yeah. And since you do have hoe, I wouldn't hate using that to like get three extra hay bales, but to like tower up to get the golem, but you don't even have hay bales in your hotbar, so it's oh wow, okay.
This is like the thing with stone hoe. Like you get food out of a blacksmith chest normally, and if the like second blacksmith chest, you get even more out of the some of the bed houses have food chests. So like a lot of the time, you don't even need as many hay bales as you intend to get.
You can make do with three, yeah.
Yeah, but
Also, it's like too many leaves.
yeah, the
You can
routing
just
here
like
is really the biggest time loss, I'd say.
yeah, along with like the decision making for because we mine 13 blocks of logs and then we have like over a stack of leaves. Doesn't make much sense.
Yeah,
Um,
Like,
Normally, like 9 logs and like a stack of leaves is all you need.
yeah, in hindsight, say, you would do the blacksmith pretty much the same, apart from the stone hoe. You go straight for the iron golem, kill it, hay bales, leaves, and while you're killing the golem, you look around for the lava pool, river, and the flint in the river if possible. So you go hay bale, leaves, straight for the probably grab this bed as well to use it to mine gravel if it's underwater, and to blaze bed, and then you would go for the river and then to the closest lava pool to that river. Well, instead, like, we're killing the golem at 220 and we haven't got gravel.
Yeah, try to, yeah.
Yeah, so like we've done so much backtracking here.
Do we have gravel?
No,
No. Um,
this is just like not a consistent play. Like in RSG, you probably play for cave flint here, but in ranked, you're playing for the consistency, and cave flint is, unless you could, if you can check quickly and check if it's close to the surface, that's fine. But
was there not a river on the other side of the village?
I I never saw one. This is the only river I've seen.
Oh, interesting. Also, having a bed in your hotbar would go really hard for this, yeah.
I mean, yeah, well, like a micro time save thing. I like to pick up the bed and put it into my offhand in the village so that I
Oh,
can place it down, and then when I pick it back up, it's out of my hotbar
true, true, true. It's a good one.
because you don't need it until the fortress after that.
Yeah, this is just, you're backtracking so much in the seed that can just be avoided by like thinking more and trying to linearize everything. You don't need to place those last 2 blocks that you did over here.
Yeah,
Um,
that's a slightly faster variation where you probably see like any top ranked player do it.
yeah, I can send you a video after if you need it, but you can probably figure it out. Or I'll just send you a clip, yeah.
So as a village seed, I and even on temple seeds, I always think about just punching one gravel at the start so that I don't have to go to a river later. It kind of looks like the river goes through the village, so it might not be that big a deal. But that is an argument to like grab one of these gravel.
Is this the real drip?
Yes.
Damn, okay, cool.
I think this is you're playing this village better already. I'd say like grabbing all the stuff on the way to the blacksmith.
Yeah, I
Generally
still,
better if you can.
yeah, I still think you don't need more than 5 hay bales, but
Yeah.
also just immediately wear that helmet. It frees up an inventory slot.
Okay, so me personally, I'm not making shears here because acacia trees, getting leaves from
Yeah,
them is a pain. Also, not making shears here means you can skip the golem, which is like 20 seconds, because like 15 seconds to kill it, probably a little bit less because Iron Sword, but 15 seconds plus the backtracking. Um, and also, yeah, you get an iron shovel if you don't make shears, which lets you mine one less stone and get to the stone faster. All
you
of
can
that.
always just front load your wood if you're not gonna get leaves, and not getting leaves here is probably the fast. It is the faster play and the better play, I think.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But yeah, like say you weren't getting leaves here, you'd be you'd be going to the lava pool already and just like
Yeah.
mining straight like stray logs on the side of houses as you go there. Like you'd grab the water from the well. And I suppose if you front loaded one gravel, you'd be mining wood off the side of the houses as you go to that lava pool, and then mine the gravel repeatedly until you get flint as you're walking to it as well. But yeah, this is
I
this is
did
the
like
problem with
this.
cheese shares.
Yeah.
It's so bad. Oh, that's me. Sorry. Yeah.
And F5, doing F5 here early would have helped, like seeing and looking around for lava pool. I don't think we've seen one.
We saw one right after right at the start, right after
Oh,
we crossed the river.
okay, I was distracted by seeing drip. Sorry.
But yeah, I mean, Drip's entering slow on the seed, I'd say. Like this is you can definitely have beaten Drip on the enter. Like
Is this like, I feel like drip's IGN is like full caps. Maybe I'm tripping.
maybe I thought it was this though. Okay, this is not the same lava pool. That was a much closer one. But yeah, I'd say
Yeah,
this seed definitely could have been like a 148 enter or something, depending on
interesting.
yeah. Well, the gravel rates weren't amazing, but I'd say still probably could have been sub two. With and that's with like 50 planks or something, right? Okay, what do you want to say
I
for like
think I think so
temple?
the biggest stuff, like generally speaking, that you could improve on is um first of all weighing your decision making in terms of like getting blocks. Uh Doing a trade-off between your planks and your leaves. You don't need to max both of them out ever. Um if you're not gonna get leaves, I think 13 logs, 14 logs is the maximum that you should be ever going for. And if you're gonna get leaves, you can leave at like 9 or 10. Um, 10 depending on if you plan to leave your crafting table, which is valid. Um,
And with
just looking around in the five more too.
yeah, and then with like I was talking a lot about pathing throughout a lot of them. Um, looking around near the start of the overworld split to like get an idea of where all your things are, so that like when you're punching logs before making a crafting table, you can quickly think of how you're going to like string together everything you need to do in a good order. It's generally how I
Yeah,
go about it. Yeah, specifically on temples, I'd say going on top of the temple to look for the lava pool, the river, the animals, all of that.
yep.
Um,
Is and for your shipwrecks, especially your scanning was a bit weird. Um, And you're not using any overlaps. You could be using, so for example, using magma stream to craft your flint and steel, or clicking the button for craftable items in the book. Using the book in general, actually, because for like items where you're placing a lot of stuff like your iron ingot craft, it's just always going to be faster to just click the button.
yeah,
Um, What else? Oh, not try to not sort your inventory after you've broken your logs. You can use your boating time to do all of that.
yeah, like running to the
Anything
lava
else?
pool or floating to a ravine, you can use that to offhand sort your hotbar. Yeah, I'd say like avoiding backtracking in the routing would have saved a lot of time in several of these overworlds. Oh, and then the rune portal, like you need a lot of chickens for it to even be worth killing them. Like,
Yeah, chicken
because
is the way I think is chicken is always like the food you're gonna get while going back to your portal. Um,
yeah,
Even if your like good food is a bit further away, I'm just always gonna go there.
yeah, like if you light a chicken on fire, it's going to die. Like, so you can at the
Yeah.
start of the run, you just light them on fire and then go get your tools and stuff, and then come back, and then they'll be dead. Um,
Yep.
but yeah, even like that, that's not going to give you enough food for the whole run anyway. So you still want to be able to get to the sheep, the cows, and the pigs. Um, I say, is there anything else you have, Xyroah?
I think that's everything. Yeah, I don't have anything else.
Yeah, I don't have anything else either. So if you have any questions about what we've talked about, just ping us in your thread.